into another flight on today. Today we're going to be doing kind of some multiple hops today. I'm going to be in the Cessna 152. That's what we're going to be using. We're just going to kind of fly around Ohio today, man. I thought it might be kind of fun to do this. It's going to be kind of a long stream and a long flight, making our way up to Cleveland. I figured I'd fly into to Cleveland's Burke Lakefront though. It's a really cool airport right there off of Lake Erie. So I figure we might get a really nice view of downtown Cleveland, some really good scenery and things like that as we're doing that. But we're just gonna go from Cincy. We'll go to Dayton. We'll go from Dayton over to Marion Municipal. We'll go from Marion over to Medina, and then we'll head up to Cleveland. So it should be pretty fun, man. We'll do a few landings, refuel. We'll just have some fun on this morning. Saturday, beautiful morning outside. Got live weather going on, live traffic. And so we'll just have some fun with it. So we're just gonna go ahead and hop in here. Actually, let me take a look real quick at our fuel and our weight. Um, we'll just be full because we got a lot of flying that we got to do today. So we'll see where we're at when we get to the various airports on our fuel level. We'll see if we got to refuel or anything once we get there. But we'll have some fun. ATC, we'll have some fun. So let's go ahead and get out of here and hop into the flight. I'm going to take off from Lumpkin Airport down in Cincinnati. It's really cool airport. Um, I'm going to kind of fly and try to get a nice little view of downtown Cincinnati as I'm climbing out. So maybe we're just gonna have some fun with it. Again, it's gonna be a relatively long flight and stream, but hey, it's Saturday morning, just hanging out, enjoying the weekend. I figure, hey, might as well get up and fly this morning. So it'll be fun. Thanks for tuning in. Again, as always, if you have anywhere you'd like for me, like to see me fly, definitely let me know. I'll be more than happy to do that. Um, I just have a lot of fun with it. Now, what we need to do, which I almost forgot about, I need to shut down a couple of things. So let me shut these things down. Chrome, Chrome takes up a lot depending on if you have a lot of add-ons and stuff like that or running. So we'll take that down. Just want to make sure nothing else is running in the background that will cause any issues. Um, I will open up Razor real quick and kill some things too while this is loading up. So here we go. We are in Cincinnati Municipal Airport, Lumpkin. Um, Scenery looks beautiful. Everything is looking good out there. So we're gonna just get ready to fly, take off. And while that's working, we'll go ahead and go ready to fly. So what's up? So again, I haven't flown out of Lumpkin a lot, so I want to leave um, runway 20, was that 25 here? I don't think that I've ever flown to this many airports ever in one stream or one flight in one day. So this should be pretty cool to check out. Be a lot of fun to just get up here and have a little bit of fun this morning. So stick with me and we'll see what we can do here. So he's going to get us pushed back. Let me look again. I need to see where I'm going to taxi out, make a left, and then we'll be good. So, all right. So that'll be good enough. Thank you, sir. We will go ahead and get our engine started up here. We'll do a, let me get my rudder pedals together here. We'll do a quick flight control check and then we'll get the heck out of Dodge here. I'm curious to see, I haven't flown with a full tank of fuel in this aircraft yet. So I'm curious to see how the physics and things like that will change with having a full tank. So we'll get moving here. So we'll come out, we'll make a right, we'll make a left, and then another left, and we'll be good. Okay. Yeah, thank you again so much for just hanging out with me on today, checking out the flight. Like and subscribe as always if you'd like. I don't know how much talking I'm going to do through this whole thing. 2 hours is quite a while to just be bumping my gums, but if someone, you know, comes in to the chat or asks some questions or something, maybe I'll chime in or whatever, but we'll just have a little bit of fun, man, and just cruise and enjoy Saturday morning. Figured I'd get to it early before my chores and things I got to do, so it'll be nice. I've been kind of trying to fly around Ohio a little bit. I mean, this is where I reside and where I live. I live in Columbus, so I've been kind of just trying to fly around Ohio and just kind of see where these, you know, what these areas look like that I've been to around the state. And oftentimes in the when it comes to videos and things like that, you don't necessarily see a lot of Cincinnati videos. You don't see a lot of, I mean, you definitely won't see Marion or anything like that. So again, until, you know, they release a, you know, 737 or do some updates to the default 747, I will be kind of flying GA and having a little bit of fun with it. Now, again, we're not doing any air traffic control or anything like that. Again, we're just getting out here having some fun. So just do a quick check here. All right, we're feeling good. Engine sounds good, so we'll go ahead and continue. Now I think I'm going to be taking off here the right way where we could get some pretty good scenery. What's up? Thanks for tuning in again. Definitely appreciate it. Welcome back to the stream as always. All right, I'm gonna get lined up here and I'm gonna make our way out of Dodge. I was thinking to myself, like, wait a minute, I don't think I set flaps. Okay. Right, so we are up and off. We're gonna make a right turn here. You can see Cincinnati off in the distance there to our right. So we're gonna climb out, make a right-hand turn. Come through the river here. Come to the waterfront, see if we can get a nice little view of downtown Cincinnati as we're taking off. We'll fly up around the city, and then we'll come back and join our flight path and do it that way. But I thought it might be kind of cool just to see what Cincinnati looks like this morning. It's a beautiful Saturday morning in Ohio. So we'll kind of fly over Covington a little bit, and then we'll get a nice right side view of downtown Cincinnati as we're coming over top here. Oh, interesting. So again, like graphically, sometimes I don't know if it's just what the data's doing at the time or whatever, but sometimes I'll fly somewhere and it just, one day it'll look absolutely amazing, and then the next day it won't. For example, right now, yes, it is beautiful. Right now, only half of this bridge is showing up. Only half of this bridge is showing up. I'm not really sure what that's all about, but kind of interesting nonetheless. I don't know. There we go. It's kind of genning. I don't know. Auto gen issues there or something. So anyway, but we can kind of see the red stadium down there. Some of the buildings are starting to kind of come a little bit back into focus here. But anyway, Covington looks amazing, right? Let's see if we can. Covington over there looks nice. Cincy, it's got a little bit of work, but the bridges are coming in, and like I'm using live you know, scenery and stuff that's being downloaded and streamed from the internet right now. As you see, like this side of the river looks great. This side's coming along though. It's coming in. Let me not be so critical this morning, right? But anyway, yeah, there we go. It's coming in. But here's Cincy. See the NHL stadium, the red stadium. National Underground Railroad Museum there. Bingo Stadium. Looks pretty nice. Pretty nice. We'll make our right turn just to kind of join back with our depicted route. But that looks good. Yeah, it's just kind of took a minute to download, I guess, but yeah, that looks pretty nice. I definitely will try to do this when I get around to some of the other cities, you know, just kind of do a little flyover. And again, I mean, that looks awesome. I mean, come on. I mean, it looks better than what you'd have in any other simulator, you know, in the past. So I'm definitely very, very pleased and impressed with this simulator for sure. But looks really awesome. Really awesome. How about a quick external view real quick? Yeah, it looks nice. Kind of fly over a little bit more of Cincinnati here. Doesn't like when I that quick like that, but there's a university down there. There it is. Oh man. Not liking all that camera switching this morning. Maybe I'm just going too fast. But there is the university. See Nippert Stadium down there. It's looking great. We'll join our flight path here just in a second. Give a nice overview, wide angle of Cincinnati here. Yeah, we're good. Really nice. Gonna fly back over toward downtown a little bit, just have a little fun here. Really nice. All right, let's go ahead and join our flight path here, and we'll get the heck out of Dodge, head on up to Dayton. That looks pretty nice. I don't know what that is down there, if that's a high school or what, stadium, but pretty awesome. All right, let's trim it out here a little bit. We'll stay, I don't know, between 3,000 and 4,000, just kind of having some fun. There we go. This little outdoor view there. Is it Walnut Hills? Okay. Let's see where we are on the map. If I go, you know, I'm gonna make my turn north here. I probably should come up around like Mason or something, right? I think probably fly around Mason area, going up, heading up toward Dayton. That Liberty Center area. Be cool to see if how Liberty Center looks on here. Gotta trim it out a bit here. There we go. Yeah, but it looks great all in all. I used to live down in Cincinnati for a bit, down in the Milford area. I worked out at Mason. It's kind of hard to, but it's been so long, it's kind of hard to know exactly where I am right now. Kind of wish I knew what highway this was. That would be able to tell me. It might be, I don't know. I don't know. But we're looking good. Yeah, so I figured it'd just be fun, man. We'll fly up here to Dayton and have a little bit of fun today. We'll do another quick external while we're flying out. Man, sim just looks so amazing when everything renders appropriately. But again, I mean, I'm using a 4K ultra wide display, so I mean, I don't know. Sometimes, like now, it's butter, you know, it's operating good. But sometimes, I guess maybe just kind of gets caught up a little bit. But no worries. Little top-down view here. Really awesome though. Really nice. All right. We'll kind of stay in the cockpit here so we can get back on our flight path too and navigate here a bit. One that heals, yeah. Well, might as well have a little breakfast this morning while we're heading up. And I'm really excited for Tuesday. I really hope to be able to get my hands on one of those HoneyComb yoke and throttle quadrants. Man, that thing looks amazing. I don't know, the HoneyComb was sold out for a minute, so not sure how easy it'll be to nab one of them, but I hope I'm able to. That would just make everything I would just complete the setup, you know. The yoke and having a throttle here, and that would be really cool. They haven't really said, I know pre-orders start on on the first, but they haven't really released like what time or anything like that or whatnot. But it'll be popular. Like I read the other day, there's a they're expecting, you know, flight simulator to produce around like, what was it, $2.9 billion in like hardware sales and things like that, from yokes to people upgrading their systems and all of that. It's just crazy, man. It's really crazy. We'll be up here to Dayton real soon, so get ready to land there and head out on our way. I was curious of what the full fuel, you know, having a full tank of gas would be doing here, because I typically don't do that, but I didn't feel very many differences or whatever with taking off. Maybe we had to kind of trim it a little bit more than I typically do, but I think everything looks great. Everything looks great. I think today a little bit later too, I think I'm gonna work on like trying to overclock my CPU here. I haven't done that yet. I mean, I haven't really had a need to, but kind of want to see about doing that. So see if I get any better performance. But to be quite honest, I mean, I'm liking this performance. You know, it's not too terrible. Some things that need to get worked out, I'm sure, from Microsoft's end, but they'll work it out. And again, I mean, paid $1.99 for this with Game Pass, so to get all of this for $1.99 for me is, I don't, you know. And then again, I'm someone who's pretty easy to please, so not really a huge deal for me, but I'm enjoying the performance. I think one of the more impressive things for me about this sim is just the weather. I mean, I remember with FSX and having to get like Active Sky Next and all these different add-ons, get Orbix Clouds and, you know, Active Sky Next, and hopping in there and trying to adjust the cloud settings and changing the config. I mean, the weather on here is really crazy just out the box. So, and it can only get better from here, right? I mean, it can only get better. Come a little bit more east, just a little bit. But it appears like it's going to be a pretty nice day, you know, for flying. Pretty nice day in Ohio in general. I know it's nice here in Columbus. When I woke up and opened up the blinds, I was like, whoa, beautiful day. It'll be fun to fly to some areas never flown to before and just relax and have some fun. I appreciate everyone tuning in and rocking with me a little bit. Which one is it? It's this one. See a little green screen issue right down here. Good to go. Should be pulling up in Dayton here in no time. I'd say next 20 minutes or so. Looks so good, man. Looks super nice. Looks like it's gonna be a hot day today, and oh. Starting to get a little bit of turbulence here. Just a little movement, nothing too crazy. I was watching this video yesterday. It was pretty nuts. I just happened to be perusing on Facebook, and this video of this guy coming in on a short final, and it had a bird strike, and a bird came straight through the window and broke the window. Glass, feathers all in this guy's face, man, and he just kept it together though, put it on the ground. That was impressive. I was like, whoa, I couldn't imagine. So we got the airport in sight a bit up here, as I can see. So I'm gonna kind of start making my way that way. I believe right below. I mean, I would assume right below us is I-75. Right, so we will be putting this on the ground here relatively soon. Again, we're getting a little bit of bouncing around, just a little bit, little turbulence, nothing out of the norm though. Kind of see downtown Dayton a little bit coming up in the foreground there. What's up, Captain Reynolds? Thanks for tuning in. Welcome back to the stream. So we should be landing here momentarily. Next couple of minutes, few minutes. Okay, just another great day for flying out here. Let's see. Again, I've never flown into a lot of these airports before, obviously with doing, you know, prior to this sim, you know, I was just doing a lot of commercial flights with, you know, excuse me, FSX and X-Plane and stuff like that. So sometimes the other day straight up landed on a taxiway trying to do a flight. So I thought that was kind of funny. So there's the field there. I can see the runway coming up. I'm going to start, just kind of bleed some speed off here, kind of start making a little slow descent in for our approach. And I don't know about anyone else's sim, but for me, I just get this little stuttering sometimes. Happens for a little bit and then it just kind of works itself out. So I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Man, it's pretty bad today though. All right, there it goes. So we are making our approach into Dayton. We'll stop here for a minute, make a quick bathroom break, and then we'll head on up to our next stop on our track up to Cleveland this morning. Be interesting to see what Cleveland looks like. I haven't oh, okay. Good, yeah. Good. Hopefully I haven't seen my sim update yet, unless it just did it on the background or something. I didn't get like a pop-up for it, but yeah, hopefully it'll, I mean, again, I'm easy to please, man, and they'll work it out along the way. I haven't had it happen like right as I'm landing before, or anything that really like affects me, so I know that I know they're on top of it, and they'll figure it out. We got a community this large of folks and so much exposure on this sim. I mean, I know they'll get it optimized at some point here. I need to maybe I'll do that actually when I stop. I need to go ahead and remap what it does, but it just makes for a more challenging landing, right? I'm always up for that. Alright. Again, with these airports. Oh, okay. Okay, that's what's up. With these, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you know, I've never even messed with Discord before. I do. Maybe I'll check that out today too. Getting linked up on there. Let's do it. I don't know what I was saying. Oh, like I say, I haven't flown into these airports and things a lot, so once I get on the ground, kind of trying to find parking or exactly where to go, I'm just gonna kind of make something up and get parked. But yeah, I really do need to remap my my flaps buttons. My buttons right now are mapped to change the view, which is ridiculous. So I gotta I gotta change that. Oh, don't stop. Looks like GA parking might be to the right anyway, so we'll get landed and we'll just pull off to the right. And there we go. Nice landing there. Nice landing. All right, so we'll go ahead and brake a little bit here. We'll do the next turn off. We'll park over here to our right. Quick, yes it is. It is the basic version. Taxi on over here. Park over at some park-in. Take a quick bathroom break. Maybe try to map my flaps real quick, and then we'll head up the rest of the way. Thank you, I appreciate it. All right, we'll turn off here. I think for right now we're looking good on fuel for sure to make it up to Medina. I think that's our next stop. What we're doing, so we'll park over here real quick. It'll be about 2 minutes. Come back to the cockpit and get out of Dodge here. I'm just gonna park, use the restroom, grab some water. Then we'll head on up to Cleveland and make our way on our next stop as we head up to the 216. what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna park and turn around. So I'm just ready to taxi back out and keep going. So we'll park, do like a little 180 here. Right there. That'll work. All right, let me set this parking brake real quick. I'll be back in just a second and we'll make our way on back up to our next stop. Okay, thank you for sticking with me there. Just quick little break before we head on back out. So let's see what we got here. Webcam. Okay. Yeah. So we're here in Dayton. Our next stop is going to be, I think it was Medina, right? Can't remember off tops. Marion, right? Marion's going to be our next stop, I think. So anyway, let's take a look here at Dayton real quick. Let's see where I am. Okay. Okay, so we'll just taxi back up and take off. Okay, cool. So we'll just taxi back up and then we'll take off. I did want to. Do I want to mess with the flaps right now? Do I want to just keep going? We'll just keep going. I won't mess with the flaps right now. Go ahead and get our engine started back up here. We'll do a quick flight control check, make sure everything is good to go. Full right, full left. Brakes are cool. Full up, full down. We're good. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's head on up to Marion. Fuel's looking good. We may have to refuel up in Medina, but I think we'll be okay for now. So again, just having fun, man. Not messing with any air traffic control or anything like that. I'm so used to VAT sim and things anyway. I just this this whole ATC in the sim is I don't even mess with it. Just get out here and fly. And like I said, I've been doing a lot of GA and stuff like that. I can't really fly the default. Like, I've never flown an Airbus product at all, so and I really don't have any intention of learning the A320. I guess I could. I know they've kind of made some updates to the default aircraft. I was watching a video and they put put some updates out there, which is nice. I mean, they're really trying to you know get it where it should be, but hopefully PMDG will release a 737 or something like that. And even the default 747 on here is just there's too many things inoperable, and I just don't even want to mess with it right now. So in the meantime, I've been flying this Cessna 152, and I mean, I've been having a lot of fun with it, being able to just kind of go around from different areas of the world and things like that I normally did. I never flew GA literally at all in any of the other sims. So this is just kind of fun. It's quick because I'm so used to setting up. I'm so used to having to set up FMC and flight plan and all that stuff. So this is just cool, just to hop in and just be able to fly in a couple of minutes is a lot of fun. So yeah, but hopefully, hopefully soon, and they will. I mean, of course, PMDG will put something out, another product will come out. We can have a little bit more realism with the planes, with the airliners, I should say. Okay, we'll stop short here. Check it out. We're looking good. Get our flaps down and go ahead and take off and head up to Medina. I mean, Marion. Whoa, whoa. Oh no. No way. I didn't just do that. Okay, come on back. Come on back. Come on back. That is hilarious. So one thing that one thing that I'm having an issue with is my rudder pedals. So I haven't figured out how to change the sensitivity yet, and I'm so used to you get locked in on what the heck is going on? What is going on? You get locked in on muscle memory with flying, and I'm ruddering like I'm in a freaking airliner. Okay, we'll just get up and figure it out. That's pretty hilarious. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're off. That's funny. Yeah, I got to figure out how to. I have been having so many issues with the with the rudder pedals. Just when I started, I was having trouble trying to even get them recognized. These T flights, and fortunately, someone helped me out a lot with getting them recognized in the sim. That is hilarious. So, but I got to figure out, and I don't know if I need to do it in like a third party program, or like in the Thrustmaster program itself. Yeah, we almost did. Almost ended my flight sim life here. But yeah, I don't know. I may have to download a utility or something that kind of handle the rudder situation. Hilarious. All right, let's make our left turn here. We'll keep coming around. Yeah. Is it really? I tried it. I tried it the other day, and I couldn't really. The autopilot system was just kind of strange to me, and then the autopilot system was real weird to me, and then the FMC was just a little strange, and I just it took me a while. It takes a while to really learn a product like the PMDG or something. It takes you a while to learn that, and so I spent so many years learning the 737 and how to fly it and everything. I don't know if I want to dedicate that time right now to learning like the Airbus and the systems and all of that stuff. But I just couldn't really figure out the autopilot in that. And then I tried to do the 747, and that was just, yeah, I just was like, whoa, this is not, this is a little bit too unrealistic for my taste. So, but I'm loving it. I'm loving this 152. I mentioned, I don't have Discord. I've never signed up for it before, but maybe after today's flight and everything, maybe I'll take a look at after these flights today. I'll take a look at setting one up, but I've never done it before. Yeah, so look out for it in a future stream. Hilarious. That's probably one of the more funnier. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that takeoff. That was hilarious. Hilarious. I'm so curious to land there in Cleveland. It'll be awesome. I'm not doing Hopkins. I'm gonna do that airport there that sits on Lake Erie. So that'll be kind of fun. Making that making that landing will probably be cool. I like those airports that sit on the water like that, like Toronto and Chicago. Toronto's looks amazing on this game. Obviously, that is one of excuse me, that's one of the handcrafted airports, so it just looks amazing. So we're just out of Dayton. We're gonna go kind of northeasterly here and head over to Marion. Again, never flown into Marion before. You know, this will be a first. Maybe we'll do a quick outside view and take a look at country out in Ohio. See Dayton back in the background here, and airport we just took off from. Yeah, I gotta do some more flights. By this point, I'm gonna hit like all of Ohio. I think the other day, so I've done Bowling Green and Toledo. That was cool. I did Mansfield to Youngstown. Did Cincinnati to Columbus. Now I'm doing this one. I think I hit just about everywhere I want to hit in Ohio. So I think from here, like, probably do some grew up in Florida as well, so I think I'll do some more flights around Florida. That would be cool, around the Jacksonville area. I did a flight from Jacksonville to Daytona the other day, and that was a lot of fun. But I think I'll do a little bit more of that. Did a Galveston, Houston to Galveston. That was fun. That was a good flight. But did a Hawaii. That was cool. I mean, it's someone hopped on the channel the other day and asked me to do Ho Chi Minh City, and I was like, oh sure, like, never been there. Obviously, I don't know anything about it, but it was fun. It's fun just being able to see these various parts of the world in this sim, and just get out here and fly, man. It's a lot of fun. Gotta do a little bit more West Coast. I don't even know if I've seen LAX yet here in the sim. I'm not sure. Maybe that'll be something I'll do this weekend. As well. I would say we probably got about 40 minutes or so before we get up to Marion, so I'm just gonna chill and hang out. But anywhere you like to see me fly in the world or anything like that, definitely let me know, and I'll be more than happy to fly it, check it out. Just keep kind of chuckling at that takeoff. It's pretty hilarious. Was making a flight the other day, and it's kind of interesting. Someone was like, "Man, I didn't realize that Ohio is so flat," and it's pretty flat. I mean, unless you get down around, Cincinnati, maybe you get some hills and things like that. Around the Virginias, you get some hills, but for the most part, it's really flat. I grew up in Northwest Ohio, and went to school at Bowling Green, and that place is flat, and it is cold in the winter. I mean, because there's not really, I mean, it's just flat, and the wind comes through, and oh my gosh, I can remember trying to walk across campus to class, and oh, it's just ridiculous. And then for whatever reason, no, it wasn't there. Not for what there was a reason. It was because my girlfriend at the time, she wanted to take. Okay, yeah, that's what's up, man. OH. My girlfriend, she was at the time, she wanted to take swimming as an elective or whatever, and so I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and take swimming with you as well. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning, winter semester, like it was the stupidest idea of all time. You wake up in the morning, it's like 4 degrees outside, and then you go and get in some cold water. And I think I withdraw past that after like a couple weeks of that. I was like, no. But yeah, Ohio is really flat and really cold. But really excited, man. I'll be relocating down to Atlanta here within a couple of weeks, in the next 3 weeks or so. So I'm excited about that. I've spent kind of most of my life in Ohio, or I mean the majority of my life in Ohio, so outside of some years in Florida. But man, I'm so ready to get around some better weather, and just not have to deal with those harsh winters, and the car, the salt just eats up your car. So really excited to not have to deal with that stuff this year. But I feel like I will miss I think I'll miss certain things about, I think I'll only miss the snow in the around Christmas time. I feel like it's like blasphemy to not have to not have like and not have snow on Christmas. But that's like the only day. Like, give me some snow on Christmas, and then you can just take it away after that. But it'll be different. Being in warmer climate. Around that time of the year, for sure. I don't know. There's something about the snow, right? You got Christmas lights. I feel like they look good with the snow. They kind of reflect the light or whatever. It'd be so weird to just be like 80 degrees in the winter or whatever. But like everything else, you get used to it, But I really do, appreciate the subs and the likes and comments and things like that. Keep them coming. Like I say, anywhere you want me to fly, just let me know. Yeah, absolutely. I like to fly Ohio. I mean, you get, you see a lot of flight sim videos and stuff out there. People they might focus on a lot of larger airports and international airports and things like that, but it's kind of cool just to fly around Ohio and check it out and check out these cities in the sim. I mean, and then one of the awesome things, a lot of, I'm in some Facebook groups and stuff like that, and people, they're like, hey, they're like, oh, the scenery is this, or it could be better, or whatever the case may be. But like, if you've been into flight simming for any amount of time, like, you're like, at what point, you have to really kind of operate on third party, or someone that's just like dedicated to creating a city or something like that, or whatever, or like for X-Plane to even get, and that was just more so terrain. You didn't really get 3D objects or anything like that. So you have to rely on like Ortho for XP, right? And you get like some topography, but you don't get like 3D. So being able to see some of these cities here in the sim is just awesome. It's kind of like the reason why I'm flying GA right now so much, is because you can kind of tour these areas and see what they look like. And it's cool just to, okay, yeah, everything's not rendered 100% correctly, and oh my gosh, like the dumpster next to my office building isn't showing up, like I mean, but you gotta take what you can. And at what point, like, you'll never see Columbus, Marion, Canton, or whatever in any type of way, in like one of the sims that's out there, P3D or whatever. Like, so it's kind of cool to see. And then also, typically when you're flying out in the country in those sims, everything looks exactly the same. So you'll get, unless you use Ortho for XP, but you're not going to Ortho the country. Like, it wouldn't make sense to do that. So it's nice, because it's just the subtle things that you notice, and those are the things that I can appreciate with the sim. You know what I'm saying? Because when you've been flying for so long, I've been doing this for like 10 years. So when you've been doing it for so long, you get so used to seeing things. So for me, I can appreciate the small things, about the sim. For example, like this, right? Let me go over here for a second. Even just whatever city or whatever little town this is, like in another sim, this would never ever show up. You would never get any type of any of this, like, unless you ortho this area for some unknown reason, and you wouldn't, because why would you take the time and the hard drive space to do that? So it's pretty awesome. I wonder, if I can figure out what that is. Yeah, I don't know. I wish the well, you know what, I could with I feel like when I open this map, it likes to skip a little bit too. But there'll be support for, like, I use Navigraph for the most part for like flight planning and all of that type of stuff. And but it'll come, they'll put it out there. I know there were talks of Navigraph coming over and doing some things with the sim. So, but it's just awesome, Yeah, yeah, absolutely, man. Tune in anytime. Over the next, like I say, I'll be moving down to Georgia over the next couple of weeks. So I'll get some flights in over maybe this week, but then I'll kind of be MIA for a little bit as I'm moving. But yeah, man. And the Xbox version will be nice. It'll definitely be nice, especially on the new system. It's going to be super nice, because quiet as it's kept, I mean, I like to say that Series X is, I mean, it's similar to, I think the card in there is similar to like a 2080 Super. So I mean, extremely good card. It'll more than likely be optimized for that system, so the performance is going to be amazing, and it's just going to be good. I would love to see it on Xbox. I think it's going to be awesome. And in my opinion, this might be a reach, but it may even operate or run a little bit better on the on that sim, you know. I mean, I'm sorry, on that system, just because I feel like it'll be optimized, you know, for this. You know, they don't know who's going to be running what, so the developers, you know, can really optimize that this sim for that particular platform, you know. Whereas here, I've changed a bunch of settings. I mean, even though I have a 2080 Ti and Core i7, all of that stuff, like you can't, you know, can't just go in and ultra everything to the max. Like I would get like 4 frames or something. You know, you got to kind of play with it. And one cool thing in the sim though is that the pause freeze feature. That's really cool because you can like kind of mess with the settings on the fly, and that's exactly what I did. So I flew out to New York, took off from LaGuardia, and I was like, you know what? Um, yeah, I'm good. Took off from LaGuardia, had settings like stout, you know, it was getting like 11 frames. Flew over to Manhattan, and then like freeze paused it, or whatever it's called, freeze, live freeze, or whatever, however it's called. And then I went ahead and started to kind of tweak the settings there. And the reason I did it in such a populous area is because I don't want to have to go back and retweak the settings. Like if I do it out here, I could probably run this right, ultra or whatever. But you know, doing it in with all these buildings and scenery and all that stuff, I'm like, well, that's awesome. I'm going to tweak the settings here because that means if I can fly optimally in New York, then I'll be able to fly probably just about anywhere with those settings. So it's just been fun to kind of figure it all out. But it's also been been interesting to be in a lot of the forums and stuff like that, just to hear, you know, so many complaints about it. And to me, I think the complaints are probably coming from a lot of first-time simmers, or maybe more so gamers. A lot of like, you know, people who aren't like flight simmers, if that makes sense. I mean, I don't put a label on it or whatever, but maybe I should say people who haven't played or flown in like flight simulators a lot before, because you know. and I haven't yet. I'm going to here. Probably might even do it tonight or something. But I haven't turned X-Plane back on since I installed and been flying the sim, right? But I left it on my machine because I'm like, you know what? In like a month, I want to go back to X-Plane and just be like, oh, okay, like come on, you really just gotta appreciate what we have here and not nitpick at every little small thing about, you know, that's quote unquote wrong with the sim or whatever. But yeah, we'll be to Marion here real soon. But yeah, and that's the thing with me, right? Like I was console gaming, I mean, my entire life, you know, from Atari on up, you know, and recently, let's say over the last like 4 years or so, kind of started getting into PC gaming. But now I gotta kind of figure out, like, do I want to get the Series X? I don't know. I mean, it's very similar to, I mean, I don't know. I feel like mostly everything that they're gonna make for the Series X, they're gonna make for PC, because it is a PC at the end of the day. They can call it a gaming console, but when you look at the internals and everything like that, it's a gaming computer. So I don't know. I don't know if I do it. The only reason, I guess, would be to like kind of, you know, be able to game like sitting in the living room or whatever the case may be, and not have to be like at the desk. But I don't really know. We'll see. Oh, absolutely, man. If you haven't played since '98, I mean, you'll love it. I mean, it's, you know, you get to fly over areas and see places, and You know, I I'm loving it. You know, and people complain, right? I mean, you can find something wrong with every single thing. Um, but people complain about the oh, the default aircraft is this or that or there. It's like, but they're in any sim that's ever came out, the default aircraft aren't geared towards people who are like, flight sim, I don't know how to call it. I don't like putting labels on it, but individuals who like really want that like one-to-one real life experience. Like nobody, I mean, if you hop into like the PMDG or something, no one wants to really. I'm not gonna say no one, but it takes you a long time to even learn. It would take you a long time to even learn how to turn the plane on. So why would they make a product that would be so difficult? You just gotta kind of wait until they release, the more flight sim enthusiast products and things like that, and or until they start modding like the default aircraft, similar to what they did with X-Plane. Like X-Plane's default 737 is, it is what it is. But then the Zebo community, whatever, came out and started to just mod it and get it to where it is, and you're starting to see that with the A320 Neo. So it's only sky's the limit from here. It's been out of what, 2 weeks at this point. They're already putting patches out there. There were liveries probably within uh 24 hours of release. Now, since I haven't flown into Marion before, I gotta see where the runway is actually in relation to where I am. Okay, so we'll just kind of make straight in and do it that way. But yeah, man, we're gonna be landing at our second leg of our trek on up to Cleveland, so it'll be fun. Again, we'll land here. Fuel's looking good. I know I got enough fuel to make it up to Medina, but maybe, yeah, I should have enough fuel to make it. I should have enough fuel to make it all the way. But as you see, we're going to be landing. We're not landing at Cleveland Hopkins. We're gonna be landing at KBKL here, just off of downtown Cleveland. So we should get some really, really good views of Cleveland. I might even fly around for a little bit, maybe do some circles, check out the little beach areas and stuff, downtown Cleveland, fly over to Indian Stadium and downtown the Flats and all of those things, and then come in for a landing. So oh, excellent. Well, hopefully you'll be able to see it. That'll be kind of cool. If you see it, let me know. That'll be fun. I got a little bit to go here, so just gotta bear with me a little bit. Like I said, I've never flown into these areas before, but again, it's fun. It's a challenge. I enjoy it. Try to get the airport in sight as early as I can. See anything yet? Yeah, I know, right? That would be kind of cool to see what Cedar Point looks like. I could kind of deviate that way, right? Kind of Let me see. Well, it depends. See, I'm going Marion, so I'd be, yeah, Cedar Point. That would be kind of off of my path. But what I'll do in the future, like I say, I'm glad you say that. So stick here with me. I'll do like a maybe I'll do a Port Clinton to Cleveland or something someday, or Port Clinton to Toledo or something, and we'll fly over that Cedar Point area and see what that looks like. If I wasn't going so east, I might track up that way. All right. Let's see what we're doing here. Actually, a little bit. Yeah, I'd be curious to see. I'd be curious to see Cedar Point. I'd be curious to see what the former Geauga Lake looks like too. So maybe I'll do a flight. Maybe I'll do like a Port Clinton to Akron or something like that someday, or Erie, Pennsylvania or something. Just so I can fly over both Cedar Point and Geauga Lake. Quiet as it's kept. Man, I have not been to Cedar Point since I was like 16 years old. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. I kind of had plans on going this year before moving just to check it. Is that right? Am I right? Yeah, I have not been. Have not been since then. I'm sure it looks totally different. And, you know, from what I remember, the old Demon Drop, and I wonder if the Demon Drop's even there. And that'd be kind of funny to see. The Demon Drop and Disaster Transport. People are probably like, what the heck is that? Like, if it doesn't exist anymore, like, the heck is the Disaster Transport? I'm not a huge roller coaster guy, so when I would go to Cedar Point, I would, you know, especially as a kid, you know, I'd kind of stick to the smaller ones, stick to the Blue Streak and the Mine Ride. I could ride the Mine Ride all day. There was just that one little dip, but for the most part, it was just kind of go in that big circle at the end. And but being a kid, you know, hop on the Cadillac. We used, I don't know if that was the official name for. We used to call them the Cadillac cars, the cars that were on those rails or whatever. It's kind of fun, and that brings back some memories though. We used to go up to Cedar Point a lot as kids. But we should be landing here probably within the next like 15 minutes, I would say. Oh, okay, that's what's up. Yeah, it's a cool little place. I mean, I know they've built all type of stuff now up there, so be really curious to see what it looks like in the sim. And I'll do a flight tonight, tomorrow. Check it out. Been a little while since I've been to Marion. I mean, I used to. Well, I'm not. I don't. Never been to Marion, but through Marion. You know, from Columbus going up to Cleveland. Haven't really actually been in Cleveland in a while. I used to. I guess like a lot of people. I was never a Cavs fan. You know, I didn't grow up in Cleveland, but I, always like LeBron and stuff like that. So would go up, to watch games and things like that. But actually, we're talking Marion. I'm thinking of Mansfield. Marion. They used to go that way, going to Toledo, I think sometimes. Okay, I think I'm starting to kind of have the airport in sight here a little bit. Again, I've never flown into here, so yeah, I think we're good. Find the field and get down a bit. What's up, Lou? Thanks for tuning in, checking me out. Be landing here in about 9 minutes, I would say. Okay, gotcha. So that's the field there. Okay, we're good. I was looking out a little bit further. Again, never flown into this airport before, and trying to use this VFR map. I don't have a G1000 or something. Okay, so we'll get down. Start our descent in here. Yeah, that is Burke Lakefront. So I want to come in on Burke. Been really trying to work on getting, a lot more proficient with my landings and consistent. So if I'm a little quiet, practice it and work on it. And oh, nice. I have to check out check that landing out of yours. Yes, yes. Bear with me if I'm a little silent coming in. I just, like I said, I've been trying to really just get consistent center line landings going forward. So you have to tell me whether or not you see that building though that you were referring to. You may or you may not. Again, these airports aren't the handcrafted ones or hand created ones. So, but I tell you though, man, they still look better than, you know, come on. They still look a little better than anything that you will get in like as a default with you know, a lot of these other sims. I know Columbus looks great on this game. It would stutter right at landing. Not too bad. Kind of fought with that a little bit more than I'd like to, but we're down and we're good to go. So parking, not 100% sure here, but we'll figure it out. Okay, we'll take a real quick break here, and then we'll take back off, and then we'll head up to Medina. Came in a little high on that landing, I felt like, but we got it down. We're good. We'll check our fuel level here in a second too, just to make sure we're good to go in Medina. We might add a little bit in Medina, just to get us up to Cleveland. Nice. That's crazy that it's there. That is. It's crazy that it's there. Wow. So we got a couple other planes over here. we'll turn over here. We'll quick bathroom break again, little rest, and then we'll head up, check our fuel, see if we need to. Let's check it real quick. No, we're okay. We're only at a half a tank right now, so we'll be good. Quite a few other planes here. It's cool. So again, we'll turn around here. Just so we can prepare for to taxi back out. So see the fuel truck there. I'm gonna fill up some cats. Okay, so we'll stop here for a second. Quick little 2-minute break, restroom break. Kill an engine real quick. Quick restroom break. And I'll be right back in just a moment. All right, Captain. All right. Thanks for hanging with me there. We are back in the cockpit and ready to head on up to Medina. Fuel's looking good. We'll take on a little more Medina. Um, let's take a look real quick. Cool. See where we got a taxi back out of. Okay. All right, let's get the engine started back up here. Quick little flight control check, make sure everything's good. Full up and full down. Right rudder, left rudder. Brakes are good. All right, hit that parking brake off. And we will get moving. I really do. That's so points of cool, man. Yeah, man, that'd be cool. Wouldn't mind checking out your streams, man. Yeah, man, thank you. Yeah, man, I love to check other people's streams out and flying, and you know that's the one thing about flight simming is, you know, there's a community for it, man, and it is a nice community, you know. People are cool and helpful. Probably one of the more helpful communities. I mean, if you hop into anything like on Facebook or something like that, you know, a lot of people are asking questions about setups and man, can anybody help me with this and help me with that? And people are real eager to do so. So yeah, man, absolutely. I would love to check your streams out. You know, I just kind of do this for fun. I don't have a huge following or anything like that. I don't really, you know, I have a 9 to 5, so I don't do this for like money or anything like that. It's just kind of something to do. So I love collabing with folks and checking things out. Let's see where we are. Oh, I'm tripping. I'm actually going to the runway, which is not terrible. What we'll do is yeah, I looked at that totally wrong again. You know, never flown out of these areas. But what we'll do is we'll go down to the end of the runway, and we'll just make a 180 and turn and take off. So no huge deal. I'm thinking this is a taxiway, and I'm like, bro, this doesn't look like a taxiway in front of me. Yeah, we're all good. Again, I don't have anybody landing or taking off here or anything, so we'll be cool to pull this little maneuver. Don't try this at home, kids. No, I'm joking. Okay. Yeah, I do have traffic off. I do have live traffic off. Um, okay, flaps. No, yeah, I got that off. I wouldn't have pulled that that move. Mess around and jack somebody up here. Okay. This will be a better takeoff than before, I promise. All right, so we are off. Looks so good, man. Looks so nice taking off. Quick external. We are on our way to Medina. So we'll keep it around like, try to keep it around like 2,500, 25 and 3,000. And we're good. We are good. Okay, so let's come out here. Medina, not very far at all. I mean, we'll be there in no time. We definitely will have to grab some gas when we get there. So just making our way up to Cleveland. Again, really nice day today in Ohio. Really nice day for flying. I actually wouldn't mind to see a little bit of weather because the weather engine on this thing is amazing. But I do have on live weather, so this is just what it is right now. But it is really crazy. I flew through a storm the other day when I was when I was flying the Houston flight, and that was just crazy. Flying in and out of the clouds, the way that the weather just rolls in, the storm. We could literally just see like the storm like rolling in and all. It was absolutely insane. Like it was really awesome. So definitely something we've never seen, a weather engine like this in a sim. Absolutely not, you know. But a lot of fun. If I was smarter, I would have flew through Laura, or at least around it when it was going on. I didn't really think about it after it was over and started kind of dissipating. I was like, why didn't I fly? This would have been cool to just see what the sim did with you know, with the information from a hurricane, you know. But oh, thanks too, Chad, for subscribing. I just got that notification. I appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. Yeah, it was such a good morning for flying. I'm really excited to really excited to see what Cleveland looks like on the sim. One thing that I did personally, or didn't do, I should say, is like I really didn't before the sim was coming out, and kind of since it's been released, I haven't really seen a lot of videos. Prior to release, I didn't really look at, you know, a lot of there's, you know, popular streamers and stuff out there. Like I didn't look at a lot of the content because I personally wanted to like hop in the aircraft and hop in the sim and see like how it looks for myself. I didn't necessarily want to, you know, rely on seeing it like that. I just wanted to be awed the first time I turned it on. I saw some stuff, you know, followed some little release things, but nothing too crazy. And I'm glad that I did that because, you know, I see things that I never really thought that I would see in here, and it's really cool. This will be the longest, I mean, definitely the longest continual flight that I've done in a sim before. And when we, oh, I did see I need fuel. See, I was thinking in my mind, which I should have set that up a little bit better in my mind, but I was thinking about just doing like a touch and go in Medina, but I actually got to get down and get fuel, so I won't be able to do that. But um, Let's see, KM. So airport to our right, and city here is Mansfield. But now that I'm looking at my map, I kind of feel like I don't know if I actually added Medina like I meant to. I think I just put it on as a waypoint, and I don't know that I put the actual airport on there. So interesting. Now that I'm looking at my track here, I think I clicked on it a little bit wrong. So maybe we won't stop in Medina, but what we will do then, no, we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll just keep going. Maybe we'll just keep going up to Cleveland and won't even worry about Medina. I guess I did it wrong on the flight plan, but it's okay. Nice. Adams County, okay. Well, that'll be fun. That'll be a lot of fun. Well, if I'm not going to stop in Medina, then what I'm going to do then is just kind of change my flight trajectory here. I'm just going to head more north, east, then east, and then just head like direct to Cleveland, because again, I wouldn't, not knowing the area and stuff, I wouldn't be able to even probably find the airport like that. So we'll make more of a northerly track, and then we'll just go straight to Cleveland and skip Medina, which is fine. I mean, I guess I just didn't click on adding a stop. I think I put it in my head, but didn't actually execute it. So it's cool. It'll make the flight time a little bit shorter too. So we'll get up to Burke and kind of see what that looks like. Getting a little turbulence there, and well, once they figure out VATSIM little issues that have been going on with that, I definitely am gonna hop on VATSIM and do some GA flying on there. That'll be kind of fun too. So we'll see some parts of Ohio that we didn't set out to intend to see, but that'll be fine. We'll stick with some external views for a while. We've been in the cockpit kind of the duration of since we've been flying. Maybe do some externals and kind of chill outside and look at Ohio. Looks so beautiful, man. Looks so great. I haven't really messed around with any of the of this drone stuff before. I don't really know anything about it, really. Interesting. Huh. Oh, I didn't even know they had quick views like this on here. That's pretty cool. Very nice. And I guess you can change them based on different things, I guess. Huh. Oh, yeah. That's pretty cool. Huh. Okay. I didn't even know that existed. So we'll come back inside and chill. Just want to look outside a little bit there and see what it all looks like. Okay. Alright, we're doing well. Might be a little bit concerned about fuel, but not so much. I mean, got a little bit of a flight to go up to Cleveland, but that will be okay. And this will be kind of cool coming in from the west side too. We can fly over some of the beaches, like the Clifton Beach area and downtown and that. So that'll be kind of cool. That'll be really cool actually. really appreciate, what has been kind of rocking with me and hanging with me this whole time. Like I say, pretty long flight, especially with landings and taking off and stuff like that. But we are nearing the end of things here, so we'll be in Cleveland here in no time. Again, once we get a little closer, I am going to make kind of a northerly tract a bit and come. So I love to see, like Lake Erie, like I say, come in that Lakewood area, Clifton Beach, kind of see what that whole thing looks like. We'll probably do a nice little 360 around Cleveland, similar to how we did down in Cincinnati. Just kind of take a look at some things, see what the flats look like, see what the stadium looks like down there and like some various parts, and it'll be kind of fun. It'll be fun. So we are almost at the end here. We're tracking well. Said we'll be in Cleveland probably within about 15 minutes or so. So yes, looking great, looking good. You can actually see right here, you're starting to see Cleveland's airport. So I mean, we're really close. So it's amazing. You can just see, I can tell from where we took off from this morning, just the way that the sun's been kind of going over, but there's just shadows in here. It's just really cool. Because before, like when we took off earlier, shadows were a little different because the sun was a little bit different in the air. It's just those little small things you notice. Things like this, a little detail on the windows, and it's just really this thing is beautiful. It really is. I cannot wait until PMDG and some of these other companies, put their products out there in this sim, because it's going to be super nice. Again, we're not landing Cleveland, Hopkins. We're going to land Burke downtown, just right on Lake Erie down there. So you kind of, I shouldn't say that out loud, people say, but no, I'm gonna rock with my team forever. But I'm a Bills fan, and I ended up going to the Bills and Browns game last year, and the Brown Stadium is very nice. It was very impressive. It was actually my first NFL game I had ever been to, and I mean I had a really great time. And I kind of got tickets a little late, so I was like I was on the Brown side. I was the only person over there in a Bills jersey, but it was awesome. I had an amazing time. I had a lot of fun. Their stadium is beautiful, so it'll be really nice to see what the stadium looks like on the sim. And been in Jacobs Field a few. Is it still Jacobs? I might be. They may have changed the name, but I guess I remember it as Jacobs. But I've been in Jacobs Field a time or two, and definitely in the Cavs arena, kind of Quicken Loans a bunch. So it'll be fun to see what it looks like here in a few minutes once we get a little bit closer. Now I'm going a little more north, just like I said, I want to come up that Lakewood area, come up the beaches, and kind of see what that looks like. I may even slow down a whole lot once I get down there, just so we can do some sightseeing, and we'll come back around and we'll land at Burke and shut the engines on down and go get some food. So I'm kind of starving a little bit. starting to make out the shoreline. Don't see downtown just yet. It's got a little. It's a little more hazy here than it was in southern Ohio. I'm starting to see Lake Erie just over the horizon here. Again, there's Cleveland Hopkins right there. Now on this landing that I'm going to do here in a little bit, I'm going to really try to butter this for the last landing of the day. Starting to see a little bit more of coastline. I'm surprised that I actually don't see downtown just yet, but a little hazy day. I was concerned about fuel, but it looks like, I mean, we're gonna make it for sure. It's pretty cool that one full tank of fuel will get you from Cleveland, from Cincinnati up to Cleveland in this, so that's good to know. I love to see what the West Side Market actually looks like on here too. See if that shows up. And I've done them, you know, I've done some tours of Columbus, I've done some tours of Cincinnati. I have yet to do a tour of Cleveland, so it'll be cool to kind of peruse the area a bit. Yeah, man. Thanks, Chad. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day, and the flight will be on the channel, so you could check out the rest of Cleveland and the tour and the landing a little later. Hey, Charlie, what's up? Maybe a little later. This has been a pretty long flight for me, and I got some other things I gotta kind of handle today on this Saturday. So maybe a little later today, or maybe tomorrow. Because after this flight, I doubt that I'll fly anymore today. But we will link up on some multiplayer. Alright, so just so we can kind of do some sightseeing, I'm gonna cut a lot of speed back here to kind of slow down. Still kind of interesting. I'm not seeing downtown, the skyline just yet, but maybe I'm still a little bit more of a ways away. And there's Lake Erie in front of us. Then we'll make a turn to our east here just shortly. Let's co-pilot seat it real quick. Looks really nice. We're here just outside of Cleveland on the west side of the city. come up the coast a little bit. Go back in the co-pilot seat here. Looks really nice. If anyone really from this area, kind of tell me how accurate to life it looks. I mean, I've been around Cleveland, but these areas I wouldn't know. So we'll fly out over Lake Erie a little bit. Take a look at the waterfront area. Kind of just cruised on the shoreline and make our way into the city. Again, kind of surprised I'm not seeing downtown just yet like that. It's kind of weird. I figured it would have showed up by now. Didn't realize there were so many trees in the area. downtown. Starting to see a little bit of downtown there. See the airport. Do have the airport in sight. We're gonna take a quick tour before we land though. Expecting a really nice scenic landing. Starting to see downtown there. So there's the airport right down there. Starting to see downtown Cincinnati, I'm sorry, Cleveland. Here is the, I can't remember the name of the waterfront beach there, but Edgewood, maybe? Edgewood Beach? I think that's what it's called. Really cool to make out some of those buildings down in the flats. Punch Bowl Social and the Aloft Hotel, and that'd be cool if it's on here. We'll see if it is. So we're definitely gonna get a little bit of stuttering coming in here. Things are just taking a little second to load in. Might just be my internet right now or something, but not looking too bad. We're getting a lot of skipping right now. So you can see the Brown Stadium here. This could just be one of those areas that aren't really rendered yet, but I don't think so. Just gonna give it, we'll loop around, we'll give it some time for everything to kind of load in, I guess. Well, there's our airport down to the left. You can see the Brown Stadium. Yeah, things don't look all that well right now. Well, looks like they want to. So you can see, I keep calling it Jacobs Field, but I can't remember if they changed the name or not from Jacobs. Quicken Loans Arena there. Maybe if we do like a nice loop, things will kind of load in a little bit more. Stadium's coming in a little bit more. It's downtown. See some of the hotels. Doesn't look too bad. Nice little aerial tour here. Of the city. Not bad. Definitely some improvements to be made, but again, I'm easy to please. Very little complaints with this. I'm excited because once I get down to Georgia, I'll have gigabit internet. So be curious to see, you know, once I get that, hopefully be able to, these things will load in a little bit better, but I would say overall it looks pretty good. All right, I'm gonna go back up the coast here a little bit, and then I'm gonna come around and land. I feel like I'm gonna be super close. Yeah, super high and super close. But do I even want to attempt this? It might be kind of crazy. Um, nah, we'll come back around. We'll come back around on that. That would just be ridiculous trying to get down. Nice thought, but we got to execute that a little bit better. Really excited. I'm glad I was able to complete this today. It's been long, but it hasn't felt really long. So that's good. We'll come back around here in just a second, and then we'll put her on down, shut down the engines, and we'll be done for the day. So again, like and subscribe if you like. Please let me know if there's anywhere you'd like to see me fly. Any suggestions? I'll be more than happy to oblige. All right, we'll see if I can butter this landing here. We'll see. Oh, okay. Okay. Not the best landing there, but we got her on down. So, whew, pretty long flight on today. Admittedly, a little tired there. Kind of ready to shut her on down for the day. But thank you so much for tuning in and rocking with me. Hit that like or subscribe button if you like. Stay tuned for more flights and many things to come. And we will see you soon. Turn off and get parked. Yeah, not the best landing there, but also admittedly a little tired. Ready to shut it on down. Where you see Cleveland? Looks nice. Kind of see a little bit of the stadium there, downtown. Some of the buildings there to the left. We'll see you later. Thanks for tuning in. See you on the next one. I'll see if I can't get that Discord together, man. And fuel, I mean, we were just right there on fuel, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. We'll pull right next to this plane here. All right, and that's all she wrote. Again, thank you so much for tuning in to another flight on today. Shut the engines down. Batteries down. Lights off. We'll see you on the next one.